About a week ago, I released 2 videos regarding the RyeRye situation, covering the exposure situation that was held against this YouTuber, who was allegedly accused of numerous, along with being vile for many years behind the scenes, as well as being very manipulative. If you haven't seen those videos, or heard about this situation, I suggest that you, the viewers, watch those videos, to keep up to date on this current situation. Because, I was informed with brand new information behind the scenes, regarding Rye, and the has forwarded me new evidence against Rye, as well as a voice memo, exposing more of Rye's sick mindset, and how very manipulative he was. And for clarification, do not send any kinds of hate, harassment, or attack any of these individuals, whom I will be mentioning in this video, along with all these accusations, which are allegedly, and this video was only to inform the viewers with new updates, that's related to this situation, as a whole. And with that being said, let's get right into this video. First off, I will go through all the new information, in order as I was provided, and show all the information I was informed about. In these new screenshots, Rye was being inappropriate to a user, who was underage, known as FnafFan126, also known as Rebecca, who was 16 at the time, while Rye was a full-grown adult, when talking to her. And if you closely look at the screenshot, both Rye and Rebecca would send smiling emojis to each other, and the reason I bring that up is that, Rye would get offended if you didn't end a sentence with one, and would assume you are not, quote-unquote, happy enough to talk to him. Another screenshot I was provided was a conversation between Rye and another YouTuber known as Bailee, making her very uncomfortable when Bailee brings up her having personal issues, which prompted Rye to respond in the most disgusting way as a response to her life issues. And keep in mind, she was 14 to 15, while Rye was 18 at the time. Rye would even ERP to Bailee and Rebecca via Skype, as he was an adult, while they both were, in fact, in this situation. Rye even made jokingly comments towards Rebecca when Rye and Bailee were texting each other via Skype, and Rye would state, being in the shower with Rebecca, which is disgusting, since she's a and also, Rye was dating Rebecca when Rye was saying these types of statements, while texting both Rebecca and Bailee, and perhaps, cheating on Rebecca with Bailee, while they were both while he was an adult. And for more context, I will show you clips of a live stream, where both Rebecca and Bailee address Rye, them both.
I'm just gonna come out and say it now. Both Rebecca and I were by Rye. He has done the most disgusting, inappropriate and I'm just gonna, I guess, go with the timeline. So after Rebecca and Rye were a couple, Rye saw me as like a younger sister, so he wanted to be like RP siblings with me. And at the time, I didn't really think too much of it. So I was still 14, Rebecca was 15, I was also turning 15, Rebecca was 16, so around that time of events.
Bailee would state that Rye would be complaining and extremely upset for not giving him attention.
Rye would do a lot of like RP in text out of nowhere on Skype, and if I would not follow along with it, he would just get like really like upset, or just call me out, or just he would like kind of guilt me into thinking, he would like overthink things and go, oh, like, do you not like what I'm doing, or like, is it me, or like, am I making you uncomfortable, whatever? And I'd always have to like butt in and go, no, you're fine, dude, don't worry about it. While he was dating Rebecca, Rye would RP cuddle with me, like in bed. He would kiss me on the cheek, get really like handsy, like touchy, something that you would not do with a sibling. He also did, in quotes, in RP, like rubs your stomach area, because I was telling Rye, again, I'm 14, I was telling him, you know, time of the month for a woman, if you guys don't understand this. I was trying to tell Rye that, oh, I'm not feeling well, I've got like stomach pains around my stomach area, and Rye would go, oh, how can I fix it? Is there any way I can make you feel better? And little 14-year-old me is saying, hey, you know, I would just get like a heat pad, like, because when there's heat around the stomach area, it relieves stress and pain. And Rye, in quote, in the RP, he said, rubs your tummy, when I was 14 while he was dating Rebecca. And I said to him, Rye, no, don't do that. And he would just be like, oh, what, did that make you uncomfortable? Did I go too far? And I said yes.
After that, Rebecca would address her side of the situation, and this is what she had to state against Rye.
He told me he was doing that, or did he admit it to me? It was like either one of those.
I told you, I told you first, and then he admitted it, because I was like, hey, Rebecca, you might want to see what Rye's doing, because you guys are a couple. I feel like you deserve to know what he's doing.
I was appalled, and I was like, this that's like, even if you see her as a sister, that's disgusting. And you're dating me. That's not something you should be doing with someone else. Like, he'd be the same with, like, when you'd RP, if I didn't really want to do it, or I was like, yeah, if he was sort of making me uncomfortable, he'd sort of guilt trip me into going along with it. He would like act really sad and upset if I wasn't like role playing with him. So I'd just like give up and be like, yeah, I'll do it. But it was, of course, like I was not okay with him also doing that with Bailee, who we also saw as a sister. And then he was like, got really upset, and then he was like, I think, added me and Bailee to a group chat to like cry and apologize, and tried to sort of guilt trip us more to make him sound better.
Yeah,
like,
he also like
why he's doing that. It's like, oh, I thought that's what you do with siblings and stuff.
Rye even shared his fantasy towards Bailee after having a dream related to Bailee's Mangle character, which she made.
Yeah, I think this also adds to maybe why. So Tony mentioned this earlier. Rye was in a call with Rebecca and I, and he admitted to us that the Splinks Mangle model, he said that he had a dream about that model, and in his headcanon mind, that was his girlfriend, and he finds it really cute, like attractive. And my, Mangle OC at the time was that pre-Mangle model. And he confessed to me, he was like, Bailee, out of everyone's OCs in our group, I think yours is the cutest. He also did say to Rebecca and I that out of everyone, we were his favorites. Yeah, it's now that back then, again, we were just 14, 15. We didn't think too much of it, but...
a time where we were in almost every video, he'd sort of leave everyone else out. Even friends he had known for longer, he'd sort of leave them out more and push them to the side to have us in his videos instead.
The next clip is honestly disgusting to show, so I won't show you what was said, but in summary, Rye would talk about both Rebecca and Bailee's, along with speaking about his, and told details about it to them both on a Skype call. And lastly, Bailee would address Rye jokingly about being in a shower with Rebecca via Skype.
So Rebecca and I, we met. She was staying at my nan's house, and I was 15, Rebecca was 16. She went to go have a shower, and I was on the phone with Rye, and he goes, oh, where's Rebecca? I'm like, oh, she's having a shower. He says, oh, it's a shame I'm not in there with her. Bro's 19! And he said that.
Honestly, the more I learn what Rye did, the more I dislike Rye, and I'm honestly glad he's not on the platform anymore, and I hope it stays like that, and never returns to YouTube ever again. So, what's your thoughts about this situation? Are you glad that RyeRye99 is officially gone from YouTube, and pray he doesn't come back ever again? And should more victims, just like Rebecca and Bailee, come up with their stories that's related to Rye and their terrible experiences as a whole? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.